take my photograph. You'll cut my soul in half. What do you want from me? I'm temporary. Why can't I make you see? I have a therapy.
She wants to be mine. I can't seem to find the time. 3 minutes now, couldn't
When you're in the woods and you hear some whining, chances are it's Bigfoot Brian. Bigfoot Brian.
My name is Jim and I traveled back in time. I traveled 13 days into the past to warn myself about something bad. Ooh yeah, but goddamn it, I forgot what I was supposed to warn myself about. Oh, why did I travel through space and time? Gotta try to remember why I traveled through space and time.
Get out of my intro.
Who's that shuffling down the street? Exercising and hot time to the beat, with a healthy heap and handful of smoke. Don't stop, it's the groovy move-ons. We weren't fooling, they're grooving and moving. Don't stop, it's the groovy move-ons. They're gonna make you really feel great. They're obligated to ensure you feel great. So groovy move-on, cause we'll all anyway.
Nerds roll Boston baked beans, chicken tikka masala, cheddar cheese and toast crunch, Tinty Ward's beef skins and cheese grits,
Inner Falcons. I could take a walk if I want to. Inner Falcons. But the thing is that I really don't, seriously don't want to. Deep inside we eat until we feel our hearts delight. But I just wanna eat everything inside. Just everything inside. Inner Falcons.
She was working at the diner on a Sunday. I was looking for a little bit of getaway. She was wearing dirty boots and tight jeans. We were swimming in the middle of a fishing stream. It's a typical Friday night in that country life. I was driving agricultural machinery. She was drinking fluid made from a distillery. I was reminiscing in a hammock by a lake. She was unemployed and baking homemade wedding cakes. I never want to let them fade away, these perfect human days. And it was cold beer and summer nights, slow driving through the mud and the moonlight, stealing kisses underneath the starry sky. Sleeping late till the midday light, doing things that just feel right, like the twinkle in the newborn baby's eye, and putting ketchup on my apple pie. I'm putting ketchup on my apple pie. I was recklessly consuming empty calories. She was aspirating near the grain dispensary. We were praying to the flag of our country. We are humans who have far too much idle time. I never want to let them fade away, these perfect human days. Cold beer and summer nights, slow driving through the mud and the moonlight, stealing kisses underneath the starry sky. Sleeping late till the midday light, doing things that just feel right, like the twinkle in the newborn baby's eye, and putting ketchup on my apple pie. I'm putting ketchup on my apple pie. Summer nights, slow driving through the mud and the moonlight, stealing kisses underneath the starry sky. Ooh, sleeping late till the midday light, doing things that just feel right, like the twinkle in a newborn baby's eye, and putting ketchup on my apple pie. I'm putting ketchup on my apple pie. Ketchup on my apple pie, my apple pie. Put ketchup on my apple pie.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good Thursday morning. Imagivate Live. Imagivators in the house. I'm so glad to have you here. So glad to be doing another Imagivate Live. My voice is slowly transforming into a radio DJ, a travel time radio DJ. It's 75 degrees and sunny in the tri-state area. Let's take a look at traffic. I'm not sure what's going on. I think it has something to do with the change of weather. Perhaps partially responsible is my emergency oral surgery that I had earlier this week. But one way or another, this voice doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. I'll try to pass across the line into more normal talking voice. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Support Sidecar, bringing up one of One of my many terrible ideas. You know that I like to recall some of the terrible ideas, one of which was when the platform Vine was popular, I began to create things that I was calling Vingles. Vingles were a 6-second musical song piece with a single line drawing. So the drawing had to be done with the pen touching the paper and not coming off until the drawing was complete. And then a song was written to that. It was called a Vingle. That was terrible. Terrible idea. Didn't go very far. But Support Sidecar, I really appreciate you being there to kind of resuscitate all of the old terrible ideas. That's what we do here. Why are we here? Why are you here? Well, on Imagivate Live, every morning we get together. We start every weekday with a little bit of Imagivation. What's Imagivation? Well, we use our imagination to come up with terrible ideas. Why terrible ideas, Troy? Well, because terrible ideas are the progenitors of not so terrible ideas. When we start thinking about terrible ideas, we start thinking about things that we wouldn't otherwise be thinking about when we're trying to solve a problem, and that's what we do. We get together and we Imagivate. And I give you a prompt, and we work together, the Imagivators in the chat stream, to come up with terrible ideas. I jot them down as quickly as I can. And man, let me tell you something. We've been growing this community so much. We have so many people coming in. It's been a little hard to keep up with all of it. There's so many good, terrible ideas that are being born right here in this stream, all because of you. So if you are new to the show, we always welcome our new visitors to just sit back and lurk and watch and see how this thing goes. But if you're feeling Imagivate-y, will you jump right in? You put your answers to these questions right in the chat stream. No idea is too terrible, and we will make sure that we get it right on the screen here. So welcome. Glad to have you here. Well, we always start the day with something that we call Speed Swirl. You guys don't want to hear me talk so much, right? Who does? Not me, especially not with this voice. But what we do is a speed swirl. We jump right in and we find something interesting that can kind of get our brains stirred up. And man, I found something pretty weird I want to share with you right over here. This is a little complex, so hang with me here. This is really interesting stuff, though. NVIDIA is a manufacturer of graphics cards, and graphics cards have become these marvels of technological wonder that allow for massive amounts of mathematical computations, billions and billions of mathematical calculations in a matter of, microseconds. And they are primarily used, that math is primarily used for graphic stuff. So, when you are playing a 3D video game, it's calculating all of that 3D stuff in real time. But we've also seen that people are using these GPUs, graphic processing units, and their math capabilities to do a lot of AI stuff. And you know how I feel about AI on this stream. Ooh, I love talking about me some AI, because I think it's where we're crashing into an apocalypse with technology, and it's quite thrilling. And I'd like to think that we can be right at the forefront of this. Well, somebody has figured out, so follow me on this, with the burgeoning blitzkrieg of people using video conferencing software. Lots and lots of people are racing to try to make that work better, make it work harder, stronger, smarter, simpler. And these folks came up with a really interesting technique. Now imagine I'm streaming a video to you right now, and I'm doing this at 60 frames per second. So this thing that you're watching is being flashed 60 images per second are being blasted across the internet, and then they're being downloaded to your computer, and they're being shown at whatever frame rate you're able to see. But that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of information. It's a lot of pixels. If you think about it, it's we're doing this at 1080p, and this is a lot of data that has to be streamed. And what happens is we've got to compress that data so that it can make it in time for you guys to watch me and see me move and talk. And what happens is you have to compress that, and the quality is diminished at some point in in that process. So what these guys were thinking is, hey, why don't we take all kinds of different technology that's out there right now? There's AR technology that, you know, if you have a Snapchat filter or a TikTok filter or something like that, and you can kind of put funny things on your face, your camera is capturing your face, and lots of calculations are being made on how your face is moving, where your you know, your physical body anatomy architecture is, and then that thing's being mapped. Well, what these guys figured out is, what if we created a snapshot, a map of your face, and then instead of sending pictures of you talking, we send one picture or an amalgam of a few pictures that sort of represent your face. And then we use that AR manipulation technology to animate you when you arrive at the other end of the screen. So take a look at this. I don't know if you're able to kind of wrap your brain around it. All right, so what you're seeing here is they're basically taking, see how they're taking that snapshot, and then what they can do is they can deform in real time. They can deform that image to kind of match up with your face and your expressions. And then what it does is it minimizes by a major factor the actual data that needs to be transmitted. But imagine this, all right? Track with me on this. You are no longer broadcasting the video of you talking. You are going to be broadcasting your video into a simulation, and then a simulation of you talking is going to be sent. Now tell me that isn't going to be compromised at some point. So it's basically sort of taking a representation of my face and slapping it onto an AI simulation of me talking. I mean, what? So I thought, let's come over here. The terror of these deformed, gee whizmo, whoa is right. So the thought that you are no longer, you know, you guys have seen all this stuff, the deep fake stuff, right? This is real-time deep fakery, except you're trusting that the AI, the algorithms, and all of that interface in between you and your, you know, the destination point with your video is going to be translated properly. All in the service of making it simpler, faster, cheaper, right? 79 seconds. Good morning. Welcome back. All right, so let's just do this really quick. I know this is a tough one to get our brains around, but I like when we get into this complex stuff. Let's come up with terrible names for this. So the thing that we saw at the top of that video was one shot free view neural talking head. This needs a name really bad. Talking head synthesis. I can't even get it on the screen. For video conferencing. Okay, we need to come up with some terrible names for one-shot free view neural talking head synthesis for video conferencing. Yes, Brianna Matsky, this is like auto-tune for Zoom meetings. I blame Kanye. I blame Kanye for a lot of things, but I think Lil Jon maybe is more to blame for this. I don't know. Who can we go back? Where's is it Cher? Is Cher who we really have to blame for auto-tuning? Is this your verisimilitude wife? Your simulacra? Max Board? Dave on base 32. Welcome. Max Boardroom. Nice job. Man. Dave on base 32 on a streak, sir. T-Pain. Thank you. Thank you, Paradane. It was T-Pain. T-Pain. But let's throw them all in there. Cher, Kanye. We ultimately, as they will find themselves as servants of the AI overlords. They got us here. Have a small bite, okay? That's pretty soon. You're gonna start to label yourselves with like how small are your bites, and that's what you really want to get to. What's your compression look like? Shallow fakes. Okay, I like that a lot. This is fakery. It's fakery with good intentions, I guess. But man, and you guys, if you do, go back and watch this, because there's obviously it's early. It's early in it's in development. It's very theoretical right now, but it's really creepy, because I don't care how hard they work on that deep fake stuff. When you turn your head, but it's like, it's bad news. There's nothing good that's going to come from this thing. All right, we have any more names for this? Photography. Nice. 79 seconds. Thank you very much. Excellent. Photography. That's terrible. And you know how much I love puns and portmanteaus. Punmanteaus are very welcome on here. Can it edit out eye rolls? Yeah, I guess if you could set some filters that's like, oof, if I eye roll my boss during a presentation, filter that out. That's smart. Bytronics, sure. Bytronics sounds like the 1994 name for this. I like it a lot. Pixtrix. Yeah, terrible. Trixie Pix. Yeah, that's a really good one. Okay, nice warm up, guys. This was a tough one. I know. I love us working to get around complex scenarios, because I think it gets our brains really, really hopping. That's a tough one. Anyway, great names for one-shot free view neural talking head synthesis for video conferencing. Excellent work. We're going to find more and more of this AI stuff together. But for now, let's jump ahead. Folks, we had a great day yesterday, and you guys continue to surprise and delight. And Dave on Base 32, I wasn't just whistling Dixie when I said, you're really bringing it. You are really bringing it, sir. Yesterday, you didn't bring it all the way over the line. Yesterday's almost most terrible idea. We were talking about Facebook's cryptocurrency being rebranded from Libra to Diem, and we were coming up with terrible taglines, joined by Matt Bledsoe. And Dave on Base 32 was just in a mad rush to get really great stuff out there. Lots of good stuff. Go back and look at the stream again. You'll see Dave on Base 32's contributions. Almost most terrible idea. Drop a Diem. I think it's great all the way around. But the one that really shone through was, you have a new spend request, and that was from Magical Trevor 2 with an assist by Shepherd Josh. And folks, that is the stuff that gets me the most gassed on this show, is when Imagivators give each other a sort of a digital high five and take one terrible idea and make it really terrible together. That is Imagivation, and I loved seeing it. So great job, Magical Trevor 2. Also, another consistent contributor, Dave on Base 32, Shepherd Josh, and everybody who participated yesterday. Thank you so much. Speaking of contributions, tonight we will return to the Thursday Night Thinkubator. We had a really great session last time, and we made great progress. This is going to be another probably quicker turn. We typically are shooting for 2 or 3 hours. Probably going to be at more of an hour and a half tonight. If you haven't been to the Thursday Night Thinkubator and you want to come see what it's all about, we're really in an interesting place where we are about to put the basic game mechanics for this Battle Royale trading card game on its feet. It's a terrible idea that it's a long-form terrible idea that we have been working on together, and I would welcome any new visitors to come in. We've got a Miro board that we're working off of, and we'll give you the link to that when you show up in the stream. That means you can actually get right into the work itself and start adding thoughts, and we're seeing that all happening in real time together. It's a great experience. It's Twitch at its finest. Come visit Thursday Night Thinkubator. That's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Well, here's our quick quest for the day. Why were my Oreos born this way? Have you seen this, folks? Lady Gaga has partnered with the Oreo family of companies. I'm not quite sure who the is that a Nestle company or is that, I'm not quite sure. But the Lady Gaga Chromatica Oreos in celebration of her new LP Chromatica. They are, I believe they're vegan, and I'm not sure if that's an Oreo thing or not all the way around, but they've got pink. I don't know if you can really tell. The cookie part is pink. The filling is green. You've got Chromatica icons, and it's a very Lady Gaga thing. So Mother Monster, now Nabisco. Thank you, G Wismo. Nabisco. So Lady Gaga has Oreos, and I thought, why don't, so we did something super complex at the beginning. Thanks for hanging with me. I thought, why don't we just go have a little bit of fun and come up with some terrible ideas for celebrity snack food combinations. So if Lady Gaga is a perfect fit for Oreo, what other celebrity snack food combinations are just waiting to be plucked out of the Imagivate and put into market? I mean, we've seen a lot of McDonald's has been doing little partnerships with celebrities to do with their like dollar menu stuff. It's been pretty bad actually. But what do you think would be a good? Who are some good celebrities, and what are some terrible ideas? Terrible ideas is what we're doing here. Terrible ideas for celebrity snack food partnerships or themes. Surely we've got stuff. Juice Fig Newton, heading way back to the 70s. And 79 seconds. I don't know if you were here for our big talk about Gen X yesterday. I think you would have really appreciated it. Was that yesterday, guys? Ooh, geez. Juice Fig Newton. All right. Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne Dentine. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wheezy Dentine. Little Wayne. Hello, Mrs. Duck. Good morning and welcome to the stream. Mrs. Duck, you need to contribute. We need some ideas. Captain Captain and Tennille Crunch. Captain and Tennille. Oh, that's so good. I don't care if nobody gets these 70s music references. I love it. What are we looking for? Well, Mrs. Duck, we are looking for terrible ideas for celebrity snack food partnerships or themes. As we just introduced Lady Gaga's Chromatica Oreos that were announced yesterday. So that's what we're going for. Okay, we've got Dave on Base 32. Kanye and Pringles, chips in a can, yay. I like that. Chips in a can, yay. Once you pop, you can't con, yay. Let's see, we've got Sunny D. Wade. That's good. I like that. Yeah, I like using celebrity nicknames to get it over the line. Little Debbie Gibson snack cakes. Oh man, these write themselves, don't they? Hey, what's your favorite Little Debbie, by the way? Debbie Gibson. Wonder what she's up to these days. Those Christmas tree cakes, and they're out now. Little Debbie Gibson Christmas tree snack cakes. That sounds really good right about now. Tenacious Doritos. All right. Get Jack and Kyle to do, what would their flavor be? Support sidecar. Tenacious Doritos. You know who would go for that? Frito-Lay would go for that. That's a terrible idea. We might need to get that one over the line to them. Jay-Z Quill. Nice. Jay-Z Quill. Oh, that's so great. And then he could have his own sort of like Spotify list that you put on while you're trying to fall asleep. That's a great one, Baradane. Terrible idea. Here we go, folks. It's happening right here in the stream. Brianna Matsky, Oscar the Grouch, B12 shots. Nice. Yeah, just bring in Sesame Street for the win. Oscar the Grouch, B12 shots. Nice. Our Tenacious Doritos are Cool Jesus Ranch. Okay. Now we're talking. Man, I would buy some Tenacious Doritos. Vitamin Beyonce. So once you wake up from that delightful sleep, you can you can perk yourself up with some Vitamin Beyonce to get your day started. M&M's from Thoughtworst. Oh, that's a good one. M&M's. Oh, terrible. Did I miss any here, folks? Little B Fat Brain's always good to call them out for me if I missed. Kate Moss wafers. Oh, they're so light. They're so light and thin and crispy, just like Kate Moss. They're wafer thin. I missed yours, Mrs. Duck. Reese Puff Daddy. Oh, nice. I did miss yours, Reese Puff Daddy. Later to be named RP Ditties. And man, do I love starting my morning with some RP Ditties. Nice work. Thank you. Jennifer Pez. Jennifer. Oh, that's so great. So now we're just abbreviating their names. Jennifer Pez. And does the Pez dispenser have a big butt on the back? Like a big Lopez J-Lo booty? I love that. I love it. It's terrible idea. I'm drawing a terrible Jennifer Lopez. Maybe she's got longer hair. And doesn't look so manly. I love that. Jennifer Pez. That's a good one. What else, guys? Did I miss anything else up top? Let's see. I'm running down through here. Yeah, I love that Captain and Tennille Crunch. The captain takes precedence over the captain because that's the way that the cereal manufacturers want it. Ben and Jerry's Falwell Fix. Well, you're combining all kinds of stuff there, Gee Whizmo. Ben and Jerry Falwell Fix. All right. Let's see. Kendrick Lamar's bars. They're crunchy and delicious. I love that. Kendrick Lamar's bars. Can you get a Mars bar anymore? Those delicious almond Snickers bars? So good. Ryan Gosling. He's already a snack all his own. That's right. Delicious Ryan Gosling. Just get yourself a hermetically sealed pack of Ryan Gosling. I know I would. Yeah, I get it. Oh, we all get it. All right. What else do you see here? There's you guys. Damn, you came hard and fast on this one. I like it a lot. Any others that are kind of sitting there in the back of your brains? Reese's Witherspoons. Awesome. Making a comeback right now, by the way. Reese's Witherspoons. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Maybe it's an actual spoon that's in the box. Maybe it's a Reese's Puff Daddy promotion with Reese's Witherspoons. Or maybe you just start eating peanut butter cups with a spoon. Ryan Reynolds rap. Now we're just getting down to Pun territory. I love it. Why haven't they done this yet, by the way? Where is his, what's his company called? Maximum Effort? Get those guys on the phone and get them into a Ryan Reynolds rap promo deal. Come on. Now is the time to really change the game, to disrupt the foil wrap category. Mrs. Duck, looking for American snacks since we don't have everything you have. Well, give us one of your snacks in Belgium, Mrs. Duck. What's a good Belgian snack that we could... what's a good Belgian celebrity? Are there any Belgian celebrities that have risen to sort of international fame that we might know? Throw it into the stream, Mrs. Duck, because I love that we have that sort of international flavor. International coffees. Maybe, do you guys have international coffees in Belgium? That would be pretty cool. I would imagine you do. I would suspect that international coffees are all over the place. Skeetles. Little John. Little John with Skeetles. Yep. Again, another brand that would probably be ripe for the picking there for some terrible celebrity link up. Anthony Michael Hall's mentholated cough drops. Yep. And when you take them, there's actually there's a experimental steroid in there that gets you sort of unexpectedly jacked up when you take an Anthony Michael Hall's mentholated cough drop and supplement. Man, that guy turned into a Australopithecine, as we say. Beastie Boys RD. Oh, do you know what just happened? MCA rolling over in his grave, even at the mention of something as terrible as this. Beastie Boys RD. Ooh. What would they have? They'd have you gotta have the lasagna and the ravioli, right? I mean, actually, they are from Brooklyn, so not impossible to think that you wouldn't have a really good Italian connection there. Kesha Kashi Bar. Yeah, Kesha Kashi Bar. You can have those in hotel rooms right next to all of the liquor. She brushes her teeth with Kashi bars in the morning, apparently, as I understand it from one of her songs. Kesha Kashi Bar. That's good. JCVD is Belgian. Okay. Who's JC? Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah. Well, give me one of those, Mrs. Duck. Kinder Beethoven. Okay. That's a good one. I love Kinder. Kinder brings me joy. Beethoven. All right. Mike D. The D is for delicious. Mike D with your bad self running things. What's up with your bad breath? Onion rings. All right. Well, we did it, guys. Nice job. I knew that would be a fun one. And I love that Lady Gaga, she just does not give a damn. She's like, yeah, make some Oreos out of me. You know, 'cause she's just, I don't know, she's pretty badass. I think that's funny. I think it's really funny that there's Lady Gaga Chromatica Oreos. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's a terrible idea. You know, that was a terrible idea that people were talking about. They're like, Lady Gaga's never going to go for that. And she's like, yeah, you know what? I love Oreos. Let's do it. And everybody's like, holy shit. Really? Do you mean it, Mrs. Gaga? Lady? Shall I call you a lady? All right, guys. Great job. As always, I professionally love you so much. And some of you I personally love in a very, very, very deep way. And you know who I'm talking about. Until tonight, Thursday Night Thinkubator, I'll see you. Have a great day of Imagivation.
I've got my straight line and my ultra fine and my free time and your deadline. How did you ever think that you could justify when you hang me out to dry? I never thought I'd have to watch a grown man cry when you hang me out to dry. It's not your best yet, 'cause it's a train wreck.
Dave and Rick Downshut.
When you hang me out to dry, I'll never understand a single reason why. When you hang me out to dry.
I just blew your mind.